Long before the dawn of independence, the Indonesian archipelago was draped in a stifling silence that specifically targeted the voices of women. In the late 19th century, the rigid tradition of pingit, or forced seclusion, acted as a thick, impenetrable wall that separated young women from the pulse of the outside world. This was an era where a woman's destiny was often decided before she could even speak it, confined to the domestic sphere and stripped of the right to look toward the horizon. In this landscape of limitation, the idea of a girl seeking knowledge was seen as a radical disruption of the natural order. Yet, inside the narrow, quiet rooms of the Jepara Regency, a great mind was already crossing vast oceans. Raden Ajeng Kartini did not let her spirit wither or her fingers stay idle. Instead, she held the pen as if it were a torch. Through her letters, she poured out her restlessness, her profound hopes, and an elegant defiance that reached far beyond the borders of her homeland. She used the power of literacy to bridge the gap between her secluded life and the progressive ideas of the world, proving that while her body was confined, her intellect. Kartini's struggle was not fought with weapons of iron, but with the weight of her convictions. She asked the world a simple yet revolutionary question: why should women be denied the knowledge that men so freely possess? She argued that education for women was not a tool for competition, but a necessity for the survival of the nation. To Kartini, an educated woman was the cornerstone of a civilized society. A mother who could raise enlightened children, and an educator who could break the cycle of ignorance that kept her people in shadows. To her, education was the only true key to liberating the Indonesian people from the dual chains of colonialism and systemic poverty. She understood that a nation could never truly be free if half of its population was left in the dark. Although her physical presence in this world was tragically brief, the fire of thought she ignited became a persistent flame of change. Her letters, eventually compiled as Out of Darkness to Light, served as a manifesto for a future she knew she might never live to see, but one she was determined to build for those who followed. A century has passed, and the impact of her writings is now vividly visible in the lives we lead today. We see her legacy in every woman who walks freely into a boardroom, a laboratory, or a government office, and in every student at SMA Negeri 15 Depok who holds an equal right to seek their highest truths. The echo of Kartini's pen has evolved into the classrooms we sit in and the books we read. This journey, however, is far from over. We learn that being a modern-day Kartini means more than just remembering a name. It requires the courage to speak, the diligence to learn, and the sharpness to create. Out of the long darkness, a brilliant light has been born. But the responsibility to keep that flame from fading now rests upon our shoulders. As we move forward, let us ensure that the education we receive today become the catalyst for the progress of tomorrow, keeping Kartini's spirit alive in every dream we dare